Alright, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about whether you should summon on the up-and-coming Carnival LR Omega Shenron's banner, because of course, did get revealed he is going to be coming next to Global Dokkan, and look, I'm just going to be completely honest with you first thing, do not summon on his banner, it sucks. There's basically no value here. Omega Shenron can be kinda good on the GT Bosses team, but as most of you know, this is not a good category. I mean, who else are you going to run on the team? Let's be realistic here. You've got Easy A Baby. Okay, he's good. We've got Super 17. He's kind of good, but most of you probably don't even have him because you didn't summon for his banner. And then who else? Like, there's no one good on this category outside of those few options. It's a very small category, not a lot of good units on it, so I just recommend skipping because that's pretty much the only team he's good on. He's heavily restricted to that category, and it makes him just a lot more limited in terms of using him in the game. So he's not really the best. We've got the Super Saiyan Goku. He's aged a little, but he's still kind of decent. So I guess these two units are really the only good options on this banner because everyone else sucks. Of course, there's some good unfeatured LRs, but you're probably not going to be pulling them. You're going to be pulling these guys most of the time, and most of them just suck. So I definitely recommend skipping, unless you've got like thousands of stones. I mean, you could go a couple multis in, but if you don't have that amount of stones, just skip this entirely because we just have better banners up and coming to Global Dokkan. So with all that said, we can go ahead and get into the up and coming banners. Really not a whole lot to talk about with this banner. Just please, for the sake of everything, skip it. Not a lot of good units on here. And then after Carnival LR Omega Shenron, pretty sure we're going to get the Android 17 and 18 banner. It's alright. I mean, you got God Goku, you got Kale, you got Pat the Power Kid Goku. Definitely some solid options. I would still recommend skipping. I would just say buy them with red coins if you really want them. Because again, we've got better things up and coming. But this banner definitely isn't horrible. It's a lot better than Carnival LR Omega Shenron's banner. I'll say that. It's definitely a league above that. Because 17 and 18 do have some value. They're really good on the tournament and power teams. God Goku obviously still probably the best TUR in the game. Or at least in like the top 5. So he's around that range. We got Kale, who's really good as well. Of course, she does have restrictions to Universe 6. But if you get that off, she can be really impressive. And Pat the Power Kid Goku's on a lot of weak teams. He's starting to age too, but he's still good enough, I'd say. So definitely some good options here, but you also got the Ban unit who really sucks. Kale and Caulifla really suck as well. We need their Easy A, and the same thing with Videl. So I would recommend skipping and just buying any units you want with red coins. And then after the 17 and 18's banner, we get LR Ribrianne. I mean, it's basically like Carnival LR Omega Shenron's banner. You've got one or two good options. Of course, Bulma's very good. I guess Kale and Caulifla can be kind of good with their Easy A. And then everybody else just kind of sucks. Ribrianne's really not that impressive either. So overall, not that great of a banner. Definitely skip this. And then after that, I think we get Gohan and Piccolo. I'm not going to lie. For newer players, this really isn't the worst banner. There's only 200% leader skills featured here. And I'm pretty sure everyone has a good leader skill. So Raditz leads Pure Saiyans. Obviously very good. I kind of forget Captain Ginyu's leader skill. Oh yeah, Terrifying Conquerors or Planet Namek Saga. So pretty good leader skill with him. Terrifying Conquerors has a lot of the freezes and coolers, which obviously does make it a pretty good category. This guy leads Earthbred Fighters, one of the best teams in the game, so that's definitely very good. He leads Goku Family, obviously very good. I think Turles leads Pure Saiyans as well, so again, really good leader skill. And then, what do these guys lead? I honestly forget. Bonded Master and Disciple, and then Sand Saga. Okay, so with them, a little bit of value in terms of their leader skill. They also support those two categories, so if you want to run a team like that, these guys would be a really good option on there. So with there only being 200% leader skills featured here, and most of these units being pretty good, obviously a lot of value for newer players, but if you've been playing for a year or two, you probably already have a better team, so most likely just skip this banner. But for newer players, again, some good value here, especially because we got the extreme class units on here, which are really good. So like Turles, we got the Ban unit Vegeta and Nappa, we got Captain Ginyu, and if you're newer to the game, your extreme class teams probably kind of suck because this isn't really groundbreaking information, but extreme class is just nothing compared to super class. So getting units like Turles, Vegeta and Nappa, Captain Ginyu would be really good additions to your box. Notice how I didn't mention Raditz. Yeah, he just sucks. But everybody else has a lot of value. And then next up, we got the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest banners. So it wouldn't be New Year's for Global, but on JP it was New Year's. So we got the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and then the Hirudegan. I mean, these banners really aren't bad, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like Sanday, 9th year anniversary, and Worldwide Download Celebration are all going to be way better than these banners. So maybe don't summon that much. If you want to do a couple multis, I get it, because there is some value with these banners. But I hate to be your average Dokkan YouTuber just telling you to save for Anniversary Worldwide. But you probably should, dude. Those banners are going to be really crazy, especially because now we're starting to get a lot more of these really crazy 200% leader skills out there. So these banners are just going to be stacked with all of the good units in the game. Like, most of the top 10 best units in the game right now are probably going to be spread across the new, like, 9th year anniversary banners. So I definitely recommend just saving for that. But again, still some value here. Obviously, on the Goku's banner, you got Goku, who's really good. Piccolo, one of the best TURs in the game. LR Ultimate Gohan is a little disappointing in some scenarios, but he's still pretty good overall. Pan's still pretty good overall. This guy's starting to age a little, but once you go into Perfect Cell, he is pretty impressive with that 35% chance to dodge, and then all the additionals and crits he's getting. This guy needs a ZZA. This guy needs a ZZA. So, a couple good units here, but there's also some fumbles here at the end. And the same thing to be said with the Rudagon's banner. He's really impressive. World Tournament Goku's really impressive. Orange Piccolo's crazy. ROF Blue Boys are decent. They could have been a little bit better, but I mean, I guess they have some value. If you run them type advantage in a red zone stage, they can be pretty good. So there's that. We got the Goku that exchanges into Gohan. He's pretty good. Kid Buu, I mean, he's all right, I guess. We just need an LR Kid Buu. This guy might have a pretty good spot. Maybe if we get a new LR Kid Buu that he can link with. I don't know how they would make that work, but if they'd end up linking together, that'd be a pretty good rotation with him. Maybe that'd bump him up a little bit more, make him a little bit better. But for now, not really the craziest. And then same thing with Janemba. He just kind of needs his EZA. So not the craziest of banners, but still some pretty good value here. And then, of course, we've got like Anniversary and Sunday. We don't know exactly what the banners are going to look like, but we got a pretty good guess. And let me just say, Sunday specifically, which is the next big celebration coming to Global, by the way. So this is, I think, early March. This is going to be a pretty stacked banner. Obviously, we're going to have the new Sunday unit. We're going to have the new Sunday banner unit. We're going to have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who is, really good still. So he's going to be featured on here. We're going to have God Goku. We're going to have Majin Vegeta. And then we don't really know who the rest of the units are going to be. But between God Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the new Sunday unit, and Majin Vegeta, and then, the new Sunday banner unit, which if they handle these Sunday units like they did last year, they're both about to be very good, because both of these units still very valuable even today. Yeah, this Sunday banner is going to be pretty good, so I definitely recommend saving some stones for it. And then Anniversary, I mean, yeah, okay, this is going to be a must summon, because we're going to have the 8th year Anniversary LRs, we're going to have the 2023 Worldwide Download Celebration LRs, we're going to have the 7th year and 6th year Anniversary LRs, which, by the way, the 6th year Anniversary LRs are going to EZA. And then we're going to have the 2022 Worldwide Download Celebration LRs with the cooler and then these guys right here. And then we could even have the Gohan and then the STR Vegito featured, and then they might EZA as well. So, yeah, a lot of good units that are going to be featured. A lot of these crazy Dokkan Festival LRs specifically that are going to be featured. So saving for 9th year Anniversary would probably be pretty smart. So with all that said, now you got a pretty good retrospective of what's coming to Global. Would you really want to summon on this banner? I mean, compare it to, these banners, compare it to what Sunday's going to be, 9th year Anniversary, and then you look at this and it's like, all right, well, yeah, I don't want to summon on that. So please, for the sake of everything, do not summon on Carnival LR Omega Shenron's banner. I know it's the saving game on Global until, well, I guess March, until we get Sunday, but please just do it. Trust me, you're going to regret it if you summon on this, because again, even if you pull Omega, you're not really walking away with that much value. If you're a big fan of Omega Shenron, I get it, do what you want, but for most players, just skip this. So that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which banner you're looking forward to the most. I'll catch you on the next one.